They try to hit a spacing route on us, and it's all about finding the match, and that's what the offense wants to do is get your eyes misplaced and hit the open spot. So I just felt the route combination, saw the quarterback's eyes, and was able to make a play on it. So.
Dane, I know you were a little bit antsy the first couple of seasons because you hadn't got that, the interceptions that you wanted to. You got 5 on the season. I mean, what's been the biggest jump for you just in terms of overall comfort in the defense and how you've been able to produce at the level you have been?
I just feel like each year, I've gained experience, feeling route combinations that offenses try to beat us on and, things like that, playing more comfortably. And I feel like, it's not just me. The defense line helps, and being around veteran guys and the DBs around me just also helps, giving me, some tips or things like that. And, I just feel like, all these things have helped me, make this jump to get 5 picks this year.
Jack's kind of the quarterback back there, and he wasn't out there today. What was that like, and who had to kind of step up and vocalize back there?
We all pride ourselves on as far as the safeties, getting the calls out, and the whole week we were ready for this. We had Kayvon back there, Quinn making the calls. Everyone just focused on it in the game plan and knowing what we had to do. So no matter who was in that, we'd all be ready and we'd all be able to communicate. So I just felt like the week of preparation helped us for this game, and we just went out there and played football together.
Going into this game, I mean, Illinois was regarded highly as a running team, and you held them to 64 yards. I mean, that's probably the output you would love to have. But then in the passing game, they were able to get free a little bit. What was kind of the difference between the two elements today?
Like you said, we kind of saw them as a running team, and we wanted to shut that down, make them one-dimensional. And I feel like in the passing game, we had a couple slips. They hit a couple deep balls and kind of got some routes open on us. And that's the way we prepare. We want to make every play. We want to have an incomplete or a pick on every play, and it just doesn't happen like that. But we want to pride ourselves on being better. So that'll definitely be an emphasis going into next week. Just being more complete on defense.
What adjustment? I'm sorry, Scott.
Okay, I was going to ask about Jack Campbell's interception and what you saw in that play, and then did that felt kind of like a statement, like an exclamation point at that point?
Oh, definitely. I kind of compare it to, in my mind, I thought of 2019 Holiday Bowl when Nick Neiman got that pick 6, and it's just a great feeling, seeing your other brothers succeed on the field. And when he got that pick, I was just hoping he didn't go down because the coaches tell you, get down. But he stayed up. I tried to go block for him, and it was just a great feeling to see him in the end zone and seeing Coach Wallace run down the sideline. He was probably happier than the kid on Christmas, but it was just a good feeling all around.
What adjustments, if any, did you make over the first drive? That one went a little shaky. After that, you were better?
I just feel like we had to settle down. I feel like it wasn't too many adjustments. They ran plays that we had seen before in practice and on film, and it was just a matter of us getting back to how we play and communicating and running to the ball and things like that. So it wasn't as much of adjustments as just settling down, playing our style of play.
Can you elaborate a little more on how you think Quinn played? Today was his first time being in significant snaps.
I think he played well, and Quinn is a guy, he prepares a lot. He watches so much film with us, and he goes through every situation possible. And I feel like for his first time, he did a good job. He made some plays for sure, on 3rd and 4th down and things like that. And it wasn't like we were worried about, him being a liability. He came in and like we said, everyone's held to the same standard. So I feel like he came in and, did what he was supposed to do, and I feel like he did a good job.
Matt's gone down, Riley, Terry. It seems like players just keep on stepping up. What does that say about the depth that you have in the secondary?
I just said it's a lot about us, the way that we all prepare and we all include everybody in film sessions and things like that, extra things outside of practice to make sure everybody's on the same page. Because, like you said, some people might go down and you never know who's going to be in next. So that's just, next man in mentality. And, everyone's held to the same standard. So it's kind of a pressure on them. Like, I might be 2 or 3 on the depth chart, but I could be thrown in the game and, I have to make a play too. If I get beat, no one's going to say, like, I'm a third teamer. It doesn't matter, We're all held to that same standard. So just the preparation we do together is probably, the biggest thing what says about us.
Dane, you guys still have some business to take care of, obviously. You're 9-2 through 11 games. I mean, how would you characterize this team? You guys have overcome a lot of adversity so far this season.
Oh, definitely. And I love this team. The way we just battle, we kind of put our head down and, get to work no matter what, who anybody says about, this or that. And, I just feel like you said, the job's not done and we got a short week ahead of us. But, we're definitely looking forward to that matchup, and it's going to be a good game, good end of the season.
This game looked like it was maybe a little more feisty than a lot of others. Just Is everything just deceiving me, or did it appear that way for you too?
Oh, definitely. It's a competitive game we play. Especially getting to the end of the season, November. Teams are trying to make a run or do something to maybe get a bowl or to improve the rankings or things like that. So we expect that. Teams are gonna come in and give us their best shot, just like we'll give anybody our best shot. So it's a competitive game, and that's really what I can say to that.
How aware are you of what needs to happen for a Big Ten championship appearance?
Oh, we're pretty aware, but at the same time, we're just worried about what we can control. At the end of the day, that's all we can do. And for us to go out next week on a short week and get a win, and then we're able to sit back on Saturday and watch that game. That's where our focus is at. So we know this what has to be done, but at the same time, we're focused on what we need to do.
Okay, thanks, Dan.
Thank you, guys.
Is that just the way you decided to take it at that point?
Yeah, no, that was a design play. And it was great blocking, just like we drew it up, just like we saw on film. So it was a really good call by Coach Woods.
What did you see that helped you not only get started, but then you were able to, if I recall, kind of break something towards the sideline and make sure to not run out of bounds?
Yeah, I knew I had a great block to my left. I was able to cut inside, and then I saw guys blocking downfield, so it was just me and some grass, and guys were just working along the way. So the guys on that unit are special, and they take pride in what they do, and they really make me look good out there.
You turn the corner at full speed, there's nobody going to catch you then, right?
The kicker was close. I was making sure he didn't get me. He was close.
What was going through your mind during that?
I was just really focused on not getting tripped up by the kicker again. I feel like that happens too much.
So you actually, people think, oh, it's just a great play, but you guys studied this on film and you thought maybe you had an opportunity to come into this game with that exact return. Huh?
Yep. We saw this on film. I think it was something from last year actually, and we had the same plan going in, so it worked perfectly.
Ran all the way to the stands.
Yeah, I was just too excited. I didn't want to stop.
Senior day magic, because you have scripted it better.
No, I don't think so. I think this is a great senior day. I haven't made my decision yet, but it was nice to have this moment with my friends, guys that I'm really close with. A bunch of the seniors are my best friends, so it's special for everyone to come together and play well and get a win on senior day.
Doing it against Illinois, does that add some extra juice to this too?
I think so. I'm an Illinois kid, so for me, that was a little bit more motivation for me.
You kind of got slammed into the ground. I see you come off, your arms dangling. He's not coming back, but you do come back, and I'm expecting you to fair catch the next one. You didn't.
Yeah, no, I'm going to get my shoulder looked at, but, the trainers, had confidence and put me back in, and if I'm out there, and there's a play to be made, I'm not gonna fair catch.
Do you have to buy Henry a dinner for that block?
I do. He's actually my roommate, one of my best friends, so I'll have to get him some Chipotle or something.
Charlie, a lot of times in your career we've seen you come so close so many times. Do you go into a game thinking it's going to happen, I'm going to break one here soon, and especially with a kick like that, a kick return like that?
Yeah, every time I'm back there, I think this is the one. I go back and I have confidence in the guys that are blocking. Like I said, every week, they're always coming up to me and they're like, we got this one this week. So that's pretty special. I think not all return units are like that. It gives me confidence back there. So yeah, I've been too close on a lot of them, and I'm getting kind of tired of it. But it was nice to have one.
It was like your sluggish start. It seemed to ignite the team once you hit that one.
Plays like that are definitely electric, and it came at a good time. And we knew that in the huddle before, that we were going to be the group that needed to spark the team, and we did. And it's contagious from there.
Looks like you're having a blast out there. How much does that weigh into your decision whether to come back?
I am having a blast. I'm having a lot of fun. I think this team and this group is really special. So I think I just have a lot of thinking to do. But if I'm in no rush to leave. I love this team. I love the opportunity that I have, and like I said, I love the guys. So if coming back is what I got to do, then I'm all for it.
There are a ton of guys that have Illinois roots here on the team. You, Henry, as you said, and some others. How much did that add to the spice and some of the extracurricular activities, let's say, on the field?
Yeah. There were a couple times out there, obviously today, where there was a little bit of talking, but it's guys that we know, guys that we know of, and it's all friendly stuff. It's guys like Henry's brother that we grew up knowing. So it's just guys being competitive and having fun doing it.
How much fun is it to get to see Arlen do? Seems like a little bit of everything today.
Yeah. No, it's awesome to watch him every week kind of take his game to a different level. And he's still young. Him and Keegan are still young, and they keep proving that they're more than capable of playing well and succeed in this league. So I think every week with confidence, they're just going to continue to grow and get better.
Do people underestimate your speed?
I think they do sometimes, yeah. But hopefully today it changed their mind a little bit.
What were your emotions like as you ran out to meet your parents today?
Yeah, that was special. This journey has been tough on me and my family. And we've been through a lot, so having a moment like that was really special for us.
How much money did they have to come up with, or whoever, for you to walk on for so long here?
Yeah, obviously being an out-of-state kid, it was tough. And leaving Buffalo, leaving a scholarship, I knew it was going to be tough. My family obviously supported me with the decision. And it took a little bit longer than we thought, but it definitely wasn't easy at times. I can't thank them enough for giving me this opportunity to be here.
What does it mean to you to hold a school record that unless they change the rule is never going to be broken with that 100-yard kickoff return?
I do not know that. That's awesome. It's pretty special. And I just got to thank the guys that are out there helping me every time I'm back there.
Does Arlen remind you of yourself at all, with the jet sweeps and kind of the dynamic weapon?
Yeah, I can see a little bit of myself there. I think it goes to kind of his mindset and the way he prepares and the way he works. And he's out there. He's fearless. You saw in the one where, he could have went to the outside, but he wanted to, make a statement and run through someone's face. He's a tough kid. And like I said, he's just going to keep getting better.
Okay, thanks, Charlie.
Thank you.
TV, anyone else need stats?
That was a great way to go out and kick. We had a lot of fun. Special teams, great. And, cap it all off, cap a 6-year career like that is just unbelievable. And I couldn't be more thankful for, the opportunities we had and ultimately pull out that win, too.
Obviously, the long one, it was a long kick, but the other ones, you seem like you're really in a zone right now.
Yeah, I benefit from having a really good unit as a whole. Elkin does a great job snapping. Every ball is, I'd say, almost perfect. Ryan does a fantastic job getting it down, giving me time to see the ball. So ultimately, it all just comes down to me. It's like kicking off a pair of sticks, and when you do that, you should go 20 out of 20. So I'm just fortunate to have such a great group of guys that has a lot of confidence in me that that I can translate to the field in a great operation like that.
Do you feel any pressure now at all? The last field goal was a big kick for this one.
I don't know. I get, you kind of get in that zone where, you're operating so smoothly and so, so cohesively that, you just kind of get out there and it's just another kick. It's just another practice kick. And, ultimately that's what it is for us. And go out there with that's just a lot of confidence and we do a great job. And yeah, but, ultimately don't really notice the situation until after it happens. So.
Is it a kicker's paradise to be able to kick that much in a game?
I'd say so. I think the offense would prefer to score more touchdowns, but no, I'm not going to complain. So, especially when we get the win as well.
Caleb, a lot's been written about your journey, coming back for a 6th year. How much more special was it knowing the journey, how long you've waited to kind of have the season that you've had and to finally kind of cap it off in Kinnick Stadium today?
Yeah, so 6 years, and I was thinking about that on the bus today, and that's a long time, it seems like, but I still remember my freshman year. I remember getting hurt in 2017. I remember 2018 being behind Miguel, and then 2019, being behind Keith. Every year I remember it like it seems long, but then now I think about it, it all happened so fast, and the order it happened. I wouldn't change it for the world. Kind of changed me as a person and made me who I am. And I met my best friends here, and I live with my best friends, and just the way it all played out, I couldn't be more thankful and blessed that all that work ultimately is paying off.
What made you persevere through that tough time? And with all the people that kind of passed you because of your injury?
It was tough at times, but seeing so much improvement all the time, and being around guys that were making me so much better that I also enjoyed spending so much time with was huge. And then it got to the point where I want to prove to myself that I am good enough to get to this point. I am good enough to be the starting kicker and be successful. And then I had such a great group of guys, like I said, Ryan and Elkin are just fantastic, and I couldn't turn that away. Give me an opportunity to be successful like that. It was a no-brainer for me, and it just took some patience, but it was totally worth it.
A lot of people would transfer in situations like that. Did that ever enter your mind?
Yeah, I actually got my name in the portal in 2019 when I was behind Keith. But with academics and all as well, I decided it was best to stay, and coaches ultimately extended a scholarship, which was a blessing, and it all worked out so well and so perfect. The timing, everything was great, and I'm glad I stayed. I'm glad it all worked out. But yeah, it definitely crossed my mind. I knew if I wanted a chance at the next level, I was going to have to get reps on the field, get some stats for scouts to see and stuff like that. So
Take one more.
Did the 58-yarder, was that campaigning for doing that one, and did you just get it a little thin, or
I think that was just I had some confidence after the other kick, and I was like, Coach, hey, we're at the edge of the range. I think I got this, and I did call it a little thin maybe, but at the end I think I should have played a little more left, with a slight left to right wind kind of in your face. I was like, oh, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna try to smoke it and get it straight, but ultimately, I kind of hit it a little thin, got a little draw at the end, and but it was, I love the coaches, the confidence they instilled. That gave me a lot of confidence going out there, knowing that they trust me to go out there and attempt something like that.
What do you see as your range?
It depends on the day, but I'd say anywhere from like 58 to 60. Just depends on the conditions, whether it's rainy, cold, windy. But yeah, any day like that. So.
Thanks, Caleb.
Yeah.
Thanks, Caleb.
Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna give a shout out to the Luke Central Titans, state champs first time.
Question for Charlie? Well, the kickoff return, you were on the right side, and you went all the way to the left. Tyler?
How does it feel to have the running game really going for another game?
Yeah, it feels good, not just for myself, but for the offense as a whole. It gives us momentum and confidence going into next week and hopefully however much more football we play week after week. But it's most definitely a big confidence booster for us and gives us confidence going into the next week that we're able to do what we want to do in the run game.
Looked like you guys had a lot of success with the inside zone. Was that due to one of the people blocking, or all people blocking?
Right, it's a group effort for sure. Those guys up front did a good job in getting to the guys they needed to get to in order for us running backs to gain yards. It might have not always been an explosive run. Sometimes we got to go in there and get those tough yards, and that's what the game is about. But those guys up front just do an excellent job and just keep fighting throughout the game, just to do everything they can, just to help us get 4 to 5 yards of carry.
Looks like Linderbaum was able to get a lot of double blocks. He would start off in a combo and then slip over to the second level and really do some damage there.
Most definitely. That's not surprising. Lindy's always getting to the doubles. Whether he's pulling, he's somehow making his way up to the secondary because he's just that type of guy, and he practices like that. You practice how you play, and Lindy does a good job and leading by example and show those guys how to practice and how to get to the guys you need to get to for us to be successful in the run game. And he's just a complete leader and a great asset for us.
Does Arlen remind you of a running back at all?
Say it again.
Does Arlen remind you of a running back?
Most definitely a little bowling ball. AB, he's strong, shifty. He got all the tools in the box, and he's just a great player for us. For him to be a young guy and come in and play the way he's playing is just exceptional, and it's a great asset for us, and he's going to keep doing that in the future for us, and he's just a great player.
Have you seen the middle of your line with Kyler's full strength to health and then Connor Colby, growing?
Yes.
Kind of coming of age here,
yeah.
You're having success in that area.
Most definitely, we're having success in the run game, and those guys just been doing a great job and working collectively. Like you said, we've had we had some young guys in there, and Kobe's done a great job of stepping in and being the next man for us that's going to allow us to be successful in the run game. And he's just been doing a great job of listening and learning from those veteran guys like Shooter, Lindy, and other guys in the room. And so he's just been listening and learning, taking in those notes and applying it to the games. And I applaud him to it because it's not easy for a freshman O-line in the Big Ten to go in there and do what he does. It just shows how well he prepares for the game.
Chippier than normal out there today?
Most definitely. I think those guys, most definitely. Illinois tried to get us out of character a little bit. That's part of the game when you're competing against someone. Those guys had a good defense, great athletic dudes, but I'm not gonna say that. But towards the end of the game, you see people's feelings come out, and that just shows how the game goes and the love for the game and the passion of the game from each team.
Why don't you explain like how you guys have, I mean, kind of grinded out these 9 wins? Kind of got outplayed by Wisconsin and Purdue, I'd say, but the other 9.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. We started off the season hot, and we were just executing well. We know that there's been missed opportunities for us that we could have made and left more on that field, but that's okay. We get back to the film room, watch those plays that we need to improve on, and we'll improve on and work on those plays. But this season has just been phenomenal for us. You know, those, like you said, Wisconsin and Purdue, they outplayed us. We didn't play very well, but the courage of this team and the character of this team just shows that we're not worried about those 2 losses, and we can overcome any adversity that comes our way. And that's what I love about this team. It doesn't matter what the outcome is. We're always going to fight back and continue to fight until we get what we want.
What about the challenges? I mean, again, you guys had a quarterback change from injury. You've had ups and downs. You've had a lot of injuries up front that have caused a lot of inconsistency, yet here you are. I mean, what's that mean for this program, especially because with 1 week left, you still have a chance to win the division?
Most definitely. It just shows the type of guys we have on the team, you know. It's all about character. And we have guys that have good character, and they love the game of football. And so when whoever time comes to get the play and step in there and make a play, they're going to do that because that's just the love they have for the football and the love they have for this team, because we want to do everything we can as a collective group to try to make this program look successful, make ourselves look successful, and the coaching staff successful. So this program as a whole is just phenomenal.
Are you aware of what needs to happen for you to win the West?
Yes, we're depending on Nebraska. We want that. We want that. Yeah, most definitely. We've seen it. I've been paying attention too. We want to be in the Big Ten championship. Trust me, we want to be there. But hopefully they pull it out. If Wisconsin win, they win. Hopefully they lose the next week. We'll see what happens. But from now on, our focus is on winning that, going into Nebraska and trying to win there.
Okay, thanks, Tyler.
Yep. Appreciate you.
Questions for Arlen? At the goal line, when you, I think you ran over 31, I want to say. Usually jet sweeps, you're kind of running outside trying to outrace the opponent. What made you decide to go right over the top?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what made me go field, but I know I could have stretched it out, but I was so close. I was like, I'm right here. I might as well get in the end zone. You know what I mean? So that's what I did, and I just lowered my shoulder.
He hit you head on. I mean, right at the goal line, and he ended up on his back. So I mean, is that one of those? I mean, what was the sideline like after that?
They were just like, we lift, and I was like, I just kept running my feet, and they always say the lower man wins, and obviously I'm not a very tall guy, so that's what happened there.
Do you like running the jet sweep? It seems like, at least that you've been incorporating the offense more so with those plays.
Yeah, I love jet sweeps. I mean, I get open in space. I have guys like Monty Pottebaum. I mean, who wouldn't want to run behind him, you know what I mean? So I love jet sweeps. I have Turner, I have Sam, I have all types of guys, big guys I can run behind.
What's it like on this team right now? I mean, you guys have had your fair share of adversity this year with quarterback getting hurt. You lose a couple of games in the middle of the year after going all the way up to number 2, but here you are in position to potentially win a division title. What's kind of the makeup of this team, and how is it folding into allowing you guys to get in this position at this latest of the season?
Yeah, if you were watching the big screen when the seniors were coming out, you could see the emotion that those guys have. I mean, they're the greatest leaders, all 16 of them. Even guys that don't play, they're always supporting. Like even Spencer hasn't been playing. He's been one of the biggest supporters. And when every name was called for those seniors, Spencer was right there. I mean, we just have all types of leaders all around the team, and I feel like we're all pretty close.
Can you take me through the catch to end the first quarter down the sideline there to pick up that 3rd and 9?
Yeah, so it was a slant go, and we practiced it all week. AP threw a good ball, and then it was back shoulder, and I turned around and caught it.
Did you know you got it? Did you know you got it in bounds there? Because it was pretty close.
Yeah, I knew I was in bounds. I could tell by my alignment, and then I was running the slant go, and then I tried to stack on top of him. So, yeah, I knew I was in bounds.
Overall, do you feel like it was a good day for the offense?
Yeah, it was a good day. I mean, we obviously left some things on the field, but that's what football is all about: watching film, getting better each week, and then capitalizing on your mistakes.
Okay, thanks, Arlen.
Thank you, guys.